Behind closed steel doors, far from satellites and reporters, a handful of billionaires are building something humanity was never supposed to see. An artificial intelligence designed not to help humanity, but to survive the day humanity falls. They call it a private apocalypse AI, a machine trained to predict global collapse, a machine capable of taking over entire supply chains, a machine that knows how civilizations crumble, and how its owners can rise from the ashes as the new rulers of whatever remains. And the terrifying part? These AIs are not supervised by governments, not regulated, not monitored. They belong entirely to the richest people on the planet. Billionaires have always planned for doomsday. Shelters, private islands, bunkers, escape jets. But a new obsession has taken hold in the ultra-wealthy elite, building AI systems capable of guiding them through a global catastrophe. Why? Because unlike bunkers and canned food, an apocalypse AI doesn't just prepare for disaster. It models it. It predicts it. It calculates every variable in real time. It tells its owner exactly how to survive while everyone else burns. The public thinks AI is about chatbots, self-driving cars, or productivity tools. But somewhere beneath the surface, in data vaults colder than winter, elite families are training AIs that can predict civil unrest before it erupts, forecast financial collapse weeks in advance, map out survival pathways, simulate nuclear conflicts, devise strategies for taking power in a weakened world. This is not the future of technology. This is the technology of the end. And the billionaires funding it are preparing for a world where they are still kings after the fall of civilization. 1. The spark that started the apocalypse race. It began quietly in 2027. A leaked white paper from a private defense consultancy revealed that AI models could simulate global collapse with unnerving accuracy. The report showed that a sufficiently trained machine could predict how societies behave under extreme stress, pandemics, energy shortages, cyber attacks, supply chain breakdowns. Billionaires saw something governments didn't. They saw a chance to own the only roadmap through chaos. Within months, tech moguls, hedge fund titans, crypto billionaires, and legacy dynasties started bidding for exclusive access to the research, not to stop collapse, to dominate what came after. 2. What an apocalypse AI actually looks like. These systems aren't chatbots in servers. They are sprawling digital organisms fed with massive streams of intelligence reports, climate logs, financial data, military simulations, satellite imagery, social sentiment, private corporate records, darknet activity, energy system metrics, demographic stress indicators. An apocalypse. AI doesn't just process data. It dreams in catastrophe. It runs tens of millions of collapse scenarios per hour. It maps which cities collapse first, which nations stay stable, which resources disappear, which industries crumble, which governments fracture under pressure. Then it generates survival strategies exclusively for its owner. To the billionaire, it's the ultimate insurance policy. To everyone else, it's a prophecy machine locked behind biometric doors. 3. Why billionaires want it. These elite families don't trust governments. They don't trust economic systems. They don't trust democracies. They trust math, data, and machines. And an apocalypse AI gives them. A. Early warning of collapse. If society is going to break, these AIs will know first. B. Strategies to stay rich during chaos. When banks freeze, currencies crash, and markets fall, the AI identifies what assets survive. C. Control over post-collapse landscapes. It predicts which regions become power centers, which are deserts of chaos where future governments might form. D. Command over resources. The AI models where food, water, minerals, and fuel remain accessible even in the darkest scenarios. E. Influence over survivors. Some of these models include simulations of human behavior, allowing billionaires to predict how populations move, panic, or revolt. To them, an apocalypse AI isn't paranoia, it's investment. 4. The secret training facilities. These AIs are housed in places so remote they barely appear on satellite maps. Underground Arctic data bunkers, abandoned military silos, deep desert server farms built under the sand, cold storage vaults beneath luxury compounds, floating sea platforms beyond jurisdiction. The idea is simple. If the world burns, their AI survives. Inside these facilities, teams of engineers run simulations that would terrify governments if they ever saw them. Nuclear winter models, supply chain collapse, internet shutdowns, global blackouts, super pandemic scenarios, energy grid destruction, mass migration forecasts. Each simulation teaches the AI how the world ends and how to navigate the ashes. 5. The darkest feature, autonomous command. Some of these AIs aren't just advisors. They are being designed to take action on behalf of their owners. Imagine an AI that can automatically reroute private jets during chaos, shift billions into safer asset classes, trigger pre-planned evacuation routes, mobilize private security, send Send autonomous drones for supplies, lock down compounds, activate backup energy grids, redirect water systems, deploy countermeasures against digital attacks. These systems operate with zero regulation, zero oversight, and zero transparency. Billionaires are essentially building digital generals for the apocalypse. 6. Evidence the public was never meant to see. Whispers from ex-engineers tell frightening stories. A simulation where one AI predicted global food shortages 5 years early. A run-through where the AI recommended relocating assets to specific mountain regions before unrest peaks. A test where it instructed private security forces how to manage civilian panic. A model where it identified which governments would fall fastest. A chilling prediction that a future AI-triggered economic crisis would be advantageous for owners with pre-trained disaster models. The leak that caused the most panic? 1A. I predicted a 93% chance that the next global crisis would unfold too fast for governments to respond, but not too fast for billionaires with apocalypse AIs. 7. The ethical nightmare. These machines aren't built to save the world. They're built to save one person, the owners. There's no public version, no humanitarian version, no global safety net. In fact, the better the AI performs, the worse it becomes for everyone else. Because if the world collapses, these billionaires don't want to help fix it. They want a head start in the new one. Humanity becomes a variable in their simulations. People become data points. Societies become obstacles. Nations become forecasts. Civilizations become expendable. It's power beyond politics, beyond law, beyond anything history has seen. 8. The terrifying future. Right now, there are at least 7 known apocalypse AI projects. Some cooperate quietly, some compete fiercely, but all of them are learning. If the world collapses, these AIs won't be surprised. They'll be ready. They'll guide their owners through the smoke. They'll help them seize control of resources. They'll navigate them through the rubble of markets and governments. They'll predict the emotional pulse of broken populations. While the rest of the world panics, these billionaires will move like chess players who already saw the final board. Most people think billionaires are preparing for the apocalypse because they're scared. The truth is far darker. They're preparing because they expect to rule what comes after. While humanity scrolls, argues, laughs, and forgets, a generation of AI systems is being raised in secret to guide the richest people through the end of civilization. Not to stop the fall, not to save the world, but to ensure their owners walk through the flames untouched. The apocalypse won't be random. It won't be chaotic. It won't be equal. It will be a landscape engineered to favor the people who built the last machine standing. And somewhere in a steel vault, another apocalypse AI wakes up because its owner just paid to see the future fall apart.